There is a spiritual enemy seeking to invade your house. I'm going to talk more about this in the series. I hope you'll stay with me through the entire series, a very important series. But there's a spiritual enemy, and his name is the devil. You might say, I'm not sure if I believe in the devil. Well, that's the very first objective of the devil, is try to convince you that there is no devil. But there is a devil. The Bible is very clear. There's an enemy, an arch enemy of God that wants to wreak havoc in your life as a follower of Christ. And we're to be aware of his devices, not ignorant of them, and we're to fight battles against him. And one of the ways that we do that is by building spiritual boundaries around our house. This is illustrated with the story of Joshua when he took over from Moses to lead the children of Israel into the promised land. After Moses died, God speaks to Joshua and says, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go into this land. I want you to lead my people into the land of promise so they can build their houses there and they can have a blessed life. And notice how God speaks to Joshua very clearly about what he was to do. In Joshua chapter 1, verses 2 and 3, Moses, my servant, is dead. He's now talking, God's talking to Joshua. Now then you Joshua, and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land I'm about to give to them, to the Israelites. Would you read verse 3 together with me? I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. So God says, I want you to go into the land, Joshua, and I want you to start walking through the land. I want you to put your foot down. Everybody say, put your foot down. You ever heard that phrase before? I'm putting my foot down. What does that mean? It means I'm making a declaration. I'm establishing something firmly. I am putting my foot down. Well, God says, Joshua, I want you to put your foot down, set your foot down in the land. And when you set your foot down in the land, you're declaring these enemies are going to be driven out because this is God's country. We're taking this as God's territory. And I will tell you that in your house, you need to start putting your foot down against the adversary. And say, no, this is not the enemy's territory. This is God's territory. My house belongs to God. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.